Hello, welcome to my video about pivot points. Pivot reversal strategy is the most popular strategy published on TradingView, so I received quite a lot of questions about the strategy, how the strategy works, what are pivot points. So I decided to create this video to explain some of this, to answer some of these questions, because pivot points is very simple, but it's a very powerful indicator. So let's go now to trading the chart. So first of all, there are two types of pivot points. There is a pivot high and there is a pivot low. And the concept of pivot points is very simple. So for pivot high, you're looking for a bar, and this bar has higher high than few bars on the left, and it has higher high than few bars on the right. So you're kind of looking for kind of a triangular shape in highs, stuff like that. So just this, so pivot high once again is just a bar who has the highest high in some region, and this region can be defined in parameters. So you have two parameters, left bars and right bars, and these bars actually mean how many bars you have to check on the left and on the right to find out a pivot high. So concept is very simple, and the same concept with pivot low. So you have a bar and you need to find few bars on the right with higher lows and few bars on the left with higher lows as well. So that's it. This is how pivot points work. And you can see on this plot that I have two types of arrows, solid arrow and transparent arrow. And I did this on purpose because solid arrow actually points to actual pivot high, but transparent arrow points to the bar when we can confirm that this pivot point is valid. So because we don't know it here, because we can check on the bar itself, we can check only with bars on the left, and we have to wait for 4 bars to confirm it. So that's why, so if you use the script to create alerts, you will receive alerts for this bar. This is quite important. You need to be aware of that. So now let's see how you can use pivot points in PineScript. So it's very simple as well. So in PineScript you have two built-in functions, pivot high and pivot low. All you need to do is just pass how many left bars you want to check, how many right bars you want to check, and this function will output high level of the bar if this bar is pivot high, and will output low level of the bar if this bar is pivot low. So if you want to calculate actual signals, all I need to do is just to check that my level is not an A, and if it's not an A, this means that this is a pivot high, and the same with pivot low. And after that I can use this condition directly in alert conditions to generate alerts. So it's quite simple as well. Now let's look how can you trade pivot points. So first of all, pivot point can be a pretty good signal as well. So if you have really nice bullish trend, a pivot high actually can mean trend reversal, and you can think of that bullish trend is starting. So and the same for pivot lows. So if you have like a bearish trend, a really strong pivot low can indicate that now we'll start a bullish trend. So take a look at this, it can be very interesting. And now let's look at a pivot reversal strategy I mentioned in the beginning. So in this strategy you actually treat pivot high and pivot low level as sort of support resistance levels. So you can see this green line is actually value of previous pivot high level, and the red line is value of previous pivot low level. And we go here long when our price cross over this level, and we go short when our price cross under pivot low level. So it's quite simple as well, and actually I think the strategy is worth checking, because the strategy works pretty good on some time frames and symbols, and I think you can use it use it with other stuff as well to create more complicated strategies. So it's quite cool. So I think that's all about pivot points. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me. I will leave links to scripts I used here in the description. So thank you for watching. Bye.